Check out Southside on YouTube. If you like what you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's Southside on Dash Radio. It's your #1 destination for Southern hip hop and R&B. Southside on Dash Radio, and you're locked into the day party with yours truly, Kiara M, on this good old transformational Tuesday. That was just a baby Suge right here on a Southside. And so, listen, y'all, my second guest of the day has arrived. Triggs is in the building. What's up with you, baby?
What it do?
All right, y'all. So when Triggs came in, I was like, two things. Y'all already know I'm super authentic with y'all. I was like, damn, he tall as hell, right? And then I'm like, yo, I can tell he from New York. I got that whole up north vibe from you, Triggs.
Already.
Yes. All right, so Triggs is from Hempstead, New York, guys. Grew up in Atlanta, though. So we're going to start from the beginning. You're going to talk about how you got into music. At what age was that? And then when you decided that you truly wanted to take it seriously and make a career out of it. So let's start there.
Cool. Well, I started when I was about 3. I started playing the drums, and
The drums?
yeah, that was my first live, the drums.
Okay.
And then it started progressing through there. My brothers, they used to have a studio, like on tapes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I would, as soon as they leave, I'd go start recording over their tapes. They was sick when they came back.
You was bad, brother.
They was sick.
For real?
But I had to get it in.
And so you did that for how long?
I did that for about 2 years, and then I started messing around with FL Studio. And I was going from there.
Did you always have the support of your family since you started doing this?
A lot
or they just like, especially older brothers, or they just like, you playing around. I don't even know if you serious about this.
I was young, so even the stuff I was speaking about, it wasn't really like nothing to, just something to take serious. But until I made a song on FL Studio, and it was like, yo, who that? Like, that's me.
They like, I can't play with boy no more. I can't play with him no more. So you gotta talk about your musical influences, alright? So I hear you was listening to a lot of Dipset. Alright, who else did you listen to? Fab,
Jay-Z,
Jay,
Snoop, Pop, Big, Nip, Cassidy.
Cass got that Philly gritty raw.
Ice Cube.
Mega.
It depends on how I was feeling around the time, but.
So you pull inspiration from all of them.
Yeah.
All right. And so talk about, who gave you your first shot, would you say, Triggs?
As far as
music.
Like big shot?
Snoop. Or it could be a smaller shot, because we're going to get to Snoop. Like, who believed in you? And it don't have to be somebody that we know, but who believed in you?
My big brother.
Your big brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, you the hardest I know. Like, you a beast, just keep going. He always used to tell me, like, just keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely. So coming from New York City to Atlanta, of course, that shift is something crazy. So I'm from Baltimore, I told you this off air. I've only been in Atlanta for 2 years now, right? And let me tell you, I'm still trying to adjust to this down south stuff. I'm gonna tell you, like, cause it's just different. Being up north, we got a different hustle about us. You know what I'm saying? It's not really, you got the clicks, but it's not as clicky. It's about what you know, what you can provide. Yep. You know, but down here it's different. You gotta be a part of the in clique, and it's just too much.
It's cool though.
But you've been here you grew up here, so it's different from you. But talk about when you first came here. Were you as accepted musically? Because you were still young. You was like 10.
Yeah.
So talk about that.
I was just leaving out at my first year of high school.
Oh, so 13.
Yeah, I was leaving out of my first year of high school. When I came here, so it was.
But by then you already you didn't hit the ground running with music.
Yeah, I was doing music in school. My mom's actually allowed me and my brothers to build a studio in the garage. So all the homies was in the garage. We recording every day.
We finna talk about that.
It was crazy.
because let me tell you something. When I saw that you you started doing your own research on building, your own studio and messing around with the computers and stuff, I automatically thought about Nipsey. Because at the funeral, his brother said the same thing. Like, he wasn't he didn't get discouraged because, you know, others wouldn't allow him to come and work in their studios or whatever. He started to build his own and learn his own craft, investing in himself first. And that's exactly what I got from you when I saw that. So talk about messing around with the computers and building your own studio when you were younger.
But like I said, I was about 8, 9 when I really started messing around with the computer. So by the time I hit high school, and then in high school, like they'd teach you certain things about like, you know, computer classes and teach you certain things. So I was already advanced. My mom, she gave us the go. We started building that shit.
And you said everybody started to come to you guys to record.
Yeah.
So y'all was like the it crew.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So talk about your sound. How would you describe your sound, Triggs?
My sound just like, most I can say is like universal. Just you know, hitting different areas, different vibes, depending on how I'm feeling.
So what goes into creating a song for you?
Vibes.
Just vibes.
Vibes.
Yeah, and depends on what you may have experienced during that time.
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to do that?
Depends. It probably take about an hour.
An hour to write a song?
Yeah.
I just talked to somebody who said it took a year. It took a year, but it was because he didn't want to rush the process. Like he would start a song, you know, not really feeling it. Okay, I gotta live a little, go through some shit, and then come back.
That's true.
So, what do you think about that?
That's cool. I do it. I
You
take
do
my
that
breaks.
too?
I'll be in the studio for days at a time, and I just take a break, go experience some stuff,
and then come back.
Yeah.
Talk about your growth as an artist.
Growth as an artist.
Over the past like year or so.
Man, I feel like I grew a lot. Like I just starting from being in the garage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and being here, like it's a huge growth. I learned a lot throughout this whole journey. It's like wherever I could get knowledge from, or whoever is sending knowledge, like that's who I'm listening to.
And so you know New York, right, is the toughest damn crowd when it comes to music. I would say Atlanta too, but if you from up north, you already know you're not making it nowhere unless you go to New York.
That's true.
You get in front of a crowd and they literally rooting you on because it takes a damn lot, okay? So talk about, you know, their response to your music.
I was lit. I was lit.
For real?
That ride through the city, hit the wave. They knew what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got to transition to talk about fast forwarding to now. You know, you signed to Snoop Dogg, which is dope as hell. Can I just say, that's dope as hell. Snoop is a legend in this industry. So for him to see something in you is major. Talk about how that deal went down, if you can.
Well, shout out to Tampa, shout out to Papa, shout out to Young Sag, definitely shout out to Snoop. I was actually in Seattle at the time. I was working on some stuff, setting up my own tours. And
did you hear that? He was so humble and just slick with it. I was in Seattle, y'all, setting up my own tours. Okay,
I was like 2 shows in though.
Okay. And then tell us what happened, Triggs.
I was like 2 shows in, and I got a call from Tampa. She was like, "Yo, they Snoop and I'm feeling you over there. When you be back in the A?" So I'm like, "Shit, I'll be back next month." I didn't know if I was really going to come back next month. But I ended up coming back.
No, you playing right now. You told him you going to be back next month. I would have been like, I'll be back in the next few hours.
I didn't
what
know how
you talking
serious
about?
I didn't know how serious it was. So I'm like, let me, you know, timing, you know, shows the light. You know, that's when things come to the light during timing. So I'm like, let me give it some time. I'll be back in a month. I came back and they sent me to Houston. That was when I first met him, and actually he put me in. That was the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of. So
how many people was it?
I don't remember. I know it was like a concert.
It was a big concert. Yeah. Dang! And then from that point on, Snoop was like, "Let's do this."
Yeah.
DoggyStyle South, man. Listen, when I go down your timeline on IG, I'm like, this is a very blessed man right now. Because after signing to Snoop, we've been able to meet some people that we could only imagine meeting. Like, Ward, you like, that's a legend. listen. You feel me? So talk about something that you learned from Snoop that you incorporate in your life as an artist.
Just the importance of time and wasting time and not wasting time. You know what I mean? Like record as much as you can. That was a story he told me about something that Pac had told him. He was like, Pac always told me, like, yo, don't sit there and listen to the song over and over and over. Like, get to the next song. You know
just put it out there.
Yeah, keep going.
Like,
keep
be
working.
fearless.
So that's something I took.
Oh, that's a good lesson.
And that's why I record. I sit in the studio for days and I just record song. Like
And you never go back and try to fix anything.
Nah.
You just put it out.
Yeah.
Damn, that is dope. That's a dope lesson to learn. Sheesh, Louise. Listen, I don't know how I can't even tell you how I would react if I was in a similar situation. But yes, that's definitely something that is a good takeaway. So talk about investing in yourself and in your craft, because I feel like a lot of artists now don't do that, right? And of course, because we live in a generation where it's like popcorn. Everybody wants everything, and that's just not in music. That's in life, period. Everybody wants everything to happen overnight, forgetting to appreciate and enjoy the journey, right? And really celebrate the small wins. But it all starts with you investing in you, because when other people see that you're investing in yourself, then they are going to be more than likely to invest in you. So talk about why it was so important for you to just step out there and say, listen, regardless of what's going on, I'm investing in me.
Well, I looked at things like I always wanted to be the person that know how to do everything. So what comes with that, you gotta have everything. Cameras, I bought my own cameras. I still got like a certain way I like to film my stuff.
So you're the visual behind it. You do your own treatments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so what goes into putting a treatment together for Triggs? And do you put out a song, put a treatment out, put a visual out, or how are you moving in that?
The way I work now, because I look at things different. The way I work now is I like put the visual together while I'm recording the song. So it's like, yeah, it'll already be done. When the song done, the visual done.
All right, so we got to talk about your track Lit. Lit.
It's that new joint right now on all platforms.
We got to talk about Lit. Alright, what went into writing this song? Production-wise, who's behind it?
Me.
Ooh, cold
Video,
boy.
Production, engineering. I engineered the song.
My God. He's like me. I ain't even got to tell you behind the production. And so, did you know this was going to pick up traction the way that it did before you put it out?
I knew it was hot. I just had to go put in that footwork, which is why I went to Seattle. I had to go put in that footwork to see if it's really gonna bang. And wherever I took it, it was banging.
Sheesh. And so I know that Lit is a part of a big project, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to give me a little bit? I gotta squeeze something out of you. So damn. You could tell you from New York. Let me tell you why I can tell you from New York, right? Because you so damn hard. It's so hard to get anything out of you right now. You need to tell me this is what you need to do.
What you
okay?
wanna know?
You need to tell me right now what that next project is.
Well, right now we're not working on a project.
Okay.
So right now we working on singles.
Okay. See, I'm feeling it. I feel the love now. You working on singles, so you put out Lit. Okay.
We working on videos. Touring. I've been touring a little with Snoop. So.
We're gonna talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So singles. Up next. What's your next single that you put out that you've been working on? If you can give us a title or at least what is going to focus on.
Hopefully, if the label watching that single I just did with Snoop, it's called Girls.
Okay.
So hopefully we could get that one next, and we shooting a video real soon.
Real soon.
Yes.
Is it gonna be a West Coast vibe video? What you finna do? I know you behind
It's
it. All right.
Girls.
I ain't even going.
It's called Girls.
So I know it's gonna be a hella girls. Okay. But what's the vibe gonna be like? Is it gonna be Atlanta? Because let me tell you, it's different type of girls out here, Triggs. Let's be 100. Okay. It's different type of girls out here. So it can be the Atlanta girls. Okay. Or it could be the up north girls with the sneakers and the bathing suits. I'm just telling you. Or it could be that Cali vibes types of girls. So it could be the palm trees and you already know what I'm talking about. What are you visually thinking right now?
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave you with that.
You better leave me with that, cause if you was gonna say, cause if you said the wrong thing, I wasn't waiting to chop you. You better have left me with that, Triggs. All right, so you working on singles? All right, just put out something with Snoop that you were talking about. Okay, now last thing before I don't know if you want to do this. Okay, I don't mean to put you on the spot. You can say no. I already told you that. You can say, Kiara, I don't want to do this. But at the end, after I ask you this question, you gotta spit some bars for me. Can you do that? No? You don't want to do that? It could be a cappella. You don't want to do that? Triggs don't love me, y'all. It's okay. It's okay. Anywho, how did you prepare for going on tour with Snoop? Because that's a different type of tour. Let me tell you something, right? I went to Snoop and Wiz Khalifa situation. And when I tell you that that's a different type of concert, Triggs, listen, all I will say is that was one of the best concerts that I have been into, and I'm 31, and let me tell you something. That concert was different, but it was different for a lot of different levels. First of all, people were just so freaking free at that concert.
Yeah.
Like, I love the amount of freedom. Like, people did not give a hell, right? That's number one. But then number two, I had like a view where I could see the front and then the back, right? And what I appreciated the most was that Snoop had his wife back there.
So,
a lot of these artists, they be playing us, And so I appreciate the fact that Boss Lady was in the building. But talk about your preparation for going on tour with Snoop. What went into that?
Well, it was a new experience for me, so I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew that how long my set was, and I needed to be on a treadmill.
He's so crazy, y'all. I love what you said.
So I did a lot of working out, cardio.
Just so you could be prepared. Yeah. And so that's all you did. And you just went up there. You just went up there and did your thing. Yeah. Alright, okay, alright. Is there anything that we missed? Because I tried to pull as much as I could pull out of you.
What else you want to know?
That's it. We talking about the music? I done tried to pull everything about the music out of you, bro. Like, what else did you want from me? I asked about the singles, all of that.
Single out, lit. I also got a single out with Dre Tobin, Crooked Eye, and Corrupt.
Okay.
It's called Southwest Connected. Yeah, the video out too right now.
Southwest Connected. Oh my god.
That was dope.
Okay. Okay, so it's coming out, y'all. It's coming out. What else? But that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't even gonna ask you no questions. I'm just gonna say what else. Okay.
Yeah, we got some more dope features coming.
Okay. Can you spill a little bit tea on some of the features?
Nah.
You can't?
I can't say that.
No. I understand that. Oh, here's what I'm going to ask you. If you could work with anybody right now, out right now, who would it be? Who could you see yourself vibing the hell out with? And it could be an artist, producer. Like, who do you see making something visually for you come to life?
Scott Storch.
Oh, that's tough. Oh my god, that's the only one?
Scott, Chris Brown.
Ooh, breezy.
Definitely gonna make a hit.
Yeah, I could see that. Breezy gonna do
Genesis.
OT gonna make you dance. OT gonna make you dance.
That's cool.
I could see that though. OT, Chris, ooh, all of y'all together, not separately.
That's dope.
Scott, OT, Chris Brown. I could see, we putting that out into the universe. Universe, do you hear us?
It's out there already.
There we go, because we need all of that to come to life, all right? Now, can we expect you to, are you living in Atlanta right now?
Yeah.
Do you ever see yourself going over to the West Coast?
I like
to live. I like the West Coast to go over there and work, but to live over the West Coast, I'm just like.
I like the country. It's peaceful. I like peace.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And that's the way I'm able to be creative too when I'm in a peaceful spot. How do you find balance though, Triggs, and everything that you got going on? Because you seem just so, like, you just so damn cool and relaxed.
I read a lot.
You read a lot?
Yeah.
What's the first time I'm hearing that? Okay.
I read a lot.
Like, what
hour a day.
What do you like to, as far as reading, what are you focusing on reading?
What you mean?
Like, what type of books do you like to read?
Just like self-influencing, self-motivational books and stuff like that. Napoleon Hill, books like that.
Yeah. Lauren London has said something. She's like, you know, one thing Nipsey used to do before you go to bed was to play books in his ears.
Do that.
And I didn't think about the importance of it until she said it, because you know when you go to sleep at night, you think about everything exactly. So if you're thinking about your music, whatever you put it in your ears and you going to sleep at night, that's what it's gonna be.
Yep.
Thank you, Triggs, for coming through.
I appreciate it, man.
You so lit. You know I had to throw that in, right? I just couldn't resist.
That new single out on all platforms. Follow me on Instagram @officialtriggs, Twitter @officialtriggs.
Absolutely, and then I'm gonna have you introduce your song "Lit" to Dash.
So, what it do? It's your boy Official Triggs. It's my new single "Lit" out right now.
Absolutely, y'all. Special thanks to Triggs for coming through the building and chopping it up with us. Make sure that you get his new single "Lit." In the meantime, in the between time, we gonna play it for y'all right here. 678-999-8053 is the number. Call me up with your shout out, saying your request. Here's Triggs, "Lit."
Check out Southside on YouTube. If you like what you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is Southside on Dash Radio.